for Phoenix to lose that game.
Yeah.
He had like 300 spine crawlers,
Mm-hmm.
and that is not a. If you guys remember Cloud Kingdom, it has that low ground.
Yes, and it
was-
has a high ground and it has the arc.
It was just full. It was a spine crawler forest.
Yes. You could walk through that forest for days and you'd have a great time.
So as you know, spine crawlers are good about just about everything Protoss can build, except
Things that fly.
and
suddenly.
somehow Tarantius on just 2.5 bases manages to make like 5 carriers.
It was a very special game.
And Rio had no money because he spent it all on spine crawlers. Or Phoenix.
I will never forget that game. Hopefully, Ben, in one of the upcoming 2 series, we'll also have a game that we will never forget. As Revival is our red Zerg spawning on the right bottom side of Frost. He looked excellent in his first series of the day, but still, unfortunately for him, he finds himself in a loser's match, man. That has to be kind of frustrating. Playing a great game on Frost, then lost against an 8 pool and a 10 pool Baneling.
Yep.
Well,
Could have left a sour taste in his mouth, but he's not been eliminated yet. He still has a chance to come back and salvage the day.
I really like sour candy, so it might be a good thing.
Okay. The
Sour
SDs,
Patch Kids. You want to tell me those are not amazing?
they're delicious. My favorite are watermelon.
No.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids berry. Ooh.
Anyway.
Next level.
The SDC finds himself in the same kind of spawn position.
Don't you try to anyway, Sour Patch Kids. Who do you think you are? What do you think you're doing over here?
The thing about Sour Patch Kids is if you
There you
ever
go.
if you ever try to eat them while you're casting, it makes your mouth water so
Yeah,
much
it's
that you
terrible.
can't speak. So it's not a good idea to eat Sour Patch Kids while casting.
It's probably not a great idea.
For those of you out there that thought about trying it, don't.
Those things have a lot of sugar. A lot of sugar. They fit right in my diet.
My favorite my favorite movie theater snack is popcorn with butter and Sour Patch Kids and a huge Coke. It's like
And then,
hashtag Murica.
and then you should get the bad nachos with the melted cheese. Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna do that, you might as well get the mini corn dogs
Yes. And a large popcorn.
to go with the other large popcorn,
Alright. No, you already had one. A large Coke. A real large Coke. America size.
or maybe like one of the freezy things. All right, let's talk about StarCraft.
Either way, the STC man is not afraid to play the economic game over here, as he's going to drop the command center on the low ground.
Not afraid to fast expand.
That's even different than he did before. Didn't he build it on the high ground the first
Yep.
time, or am I
Yep.
hallucinating
He
right now?
went CC racks right there to make a full wall.
You made me think of all the beautiful things in the season. I forgot the games.
It's been a while since we've gone to the movies.
I went last night. Got to see RoboCop.
Oh, what the hell, man!
Or the day before,
Didn't
maybe.
even invite me.
You're not welcome, son.
Makes me so sad. Last time the SDC played on Frost, he was against a Zerg player. He decided to mech. I'm very interested to see if he does it again, because that would basically tell us that the SDC is the kind of player that says, okay, I have a build order on a map in a matchup, and that's what I go with.
Yeah, that game just... I felt Bjorn was playing extremely well. It wasn't even the STC not doing stuff right. Even though I do think he took a little bit too much damage from a bunch of roaches. He shouldn't have lost to 2 Tors at this pace for the people who saw that game earlier today. If not, of course, you can later on always go ahead and watch the replays as well. Or the VODs, I should say. But other than that, it was just Bjorn playing particularly well in that series, having very smooth transitions from like opening up with melee upgrades, wanted to go for Zerglings, like, oh, Hellbats, I should make Zerglings, gonna make Roaches. From those Roaches, he transitioned into the Swarmos, and from the Swarmos, he eventually transitioned into Mutalisk, but any transition at that point would have been good enough. So we'll see how this goes, man. Maybe SC is gonna try to do it once more, maybe it's just a style that he loves on Frost, and there's a good chance that he will catch a little bit more of a break than he did in his first series of the day.
He's making a second Rax, so already it looks like he's going to be doing things a bit differently this time around. Although it looks like he will still go for some early game Hellions.
Ah, it's already different. This is a much quicker second Rex, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, he never built a second Rax in
Yeah.
the last time.
Mhm.
So it will be at least a slight variation.
Will most likely be a big one.
Most likely.
Unless he's gonna blow our mind with some hybrid play, the mech and bio in one game. I love how when Avila was doing this, everyone made fun of Avila, and then Fantasy does it, and everyone loses their mind. Oh my God, greatest thing I've ever seen! Like,
Bad luck Avila.
yes. Like, well, didn't we just make fun of Avila a few weeks ago for trying to do this? In
This is the nature of an online community.
Yep. That's why it's just like, that's why I'm waiting, Ben, for someone as great like Hero, Rain, Parting, or Haas to bring out the Proxy Tempest.
People made fun of me for playing Infestors. You knew you can only you have to play mutas in ZVT. I was like, no, you don't.
A Korean needs to do it in a successful way for it to be legitimized. So I just need one of those great Protoss players out that step up and not be afraid.
Well, I think Haas is going to step up for you tomorrow.
Yeah. You know, I was watching the Muslim stream yesterday. He got Proxy Tempest.
It's taken over.
Yeah. European server. It's contagious. Huh?
These Protoss players that go Proxy Tempest, they need to say hashtag Year of Roddy every time they win.
Roddy made me do it. Marauder Hellion, now that's something that we saw yesterday in Pro League as well, but that was one of the most odd games I've ever seen. I don't necessarily want to spoil it because I know some people like watching the VODs of Pro League as well, but you know, normally you want to go for run-bys with the Hellions and drop the Hellbats and not do it the other way around.
This is weird from Revival
Both
too.
sides, yeah.
It's like we have all ends playing into each other.
And that could be...
It's hard to say. It just depends on the engagement. How do they fight? Where do they fight? And
where are the units? That's like one of the biggest deals.
You know, Marauder Hellion. This old school build, man. We saw Polt with wild success with it way back in the Wings of Liberty days. It's cool that we're starting to see
this
it
is a
again.
good scout for the STC. With those Marauders in good positions already, if he throws down another bunker, Ben, like I hope that he knows that there are speedlings and banelings behind this. I don't think he knows just yet. Just having that single bunker is a little bit risky, but these Marauders, they're going to have the time of their life against these Roaches from Revival.
They'll have an absolute field day. There's no chance of the Roaches doing damage. There is still a very good chance that the Speedling Baneling could do some good damage.
But I mean, the Hellions are still alive as well. Hellions playing with a little bit of fire. They
and they're going to catch the Lings. That's awesome. If the but the Roaches surround, and that changes things pretty substantially. This last Hellion's going to go down.
Bunkers, the STC. Why wouldn't you make another bunker?
The STC has got to panic. He's going to start throwing bunkers up on the high ground.
So many Marauders. Oh, this is a sweet position for those Marauders. They're going to be able to usher out so much damage.
Move your Roaches. If there was an Overlord here, that would help.
Revival is kind of sad right now. He's like, Marauders?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean,
we're still going to go for it.
We're going to see.
Well, I'm sure he wished there were no Marauders.
Looks like he's going to use minimal Banelings to break through the wall. Hellions are in a great position trying to splash onto these Banes. And behind this, we see Revival is transitioning immediately. Oh, the Lings could have a field day. How many SCVs will they get? Not that many.
He's trying to do it right, but the STC is just doing everything right over here. Ben losing those Hellions was a little bit unfortunate, but after that he took minimal losses. I want to say, well, I look at the worker count and I see 36 against 61.
Wow, what the hell? Revival has snuck out so many drones in the midst of that, and the third command center for the STC has only really just begun.
Layer is not done yet, though, and we don't have single upgrades.
And this is also very scary, this moment of counterattack potential. There are so many Marauders coming across the map. Roaches are going to be virtually useless. We do have Spine Crawlers being built. Those are also going to be virtually useless.
Man, that's a lot of Marauders.
What Revival needs are Lings and lots of them, and in fact he's droning right now, which is...
And that was such a beautiful hold by the STC. He put the Marauders in excellent positions, pulled SCVs in the right moment. Here come those Marauders. Spine Crawlers will at least soak up a little bit of damage.
Baneling's surprisingly helpful here because there are no medevacs. So every bit of damage these Marauders take is a big deal.
Still though, we need a few more Roaches.
He's going to hold. That's fantastic for Revival. I cannot believe he got 60 drones out on the map. And with the Spine Crawlers, the Roaches and the Spines and Lings are going to be able to push this away. And just like that, Revival finds himself in a phenomenal position. 43 SCVs to 63 drones.
I mean, I agree with you that it's very good, but there's still not a single evolution chamber out on the map. And as good as Roach, he's going to
he's going to go Muta. He has to go Muta from here. Because you're not going to continue to play Roaches into Marauders.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily expect the SSC to make Marauders for the entire game, but I guess so far you're right, Ben, as Marauders are still in the production tab. And I guess there's not a single Rex with a reactor on the field. Wow, those Mutas might actually be the sickest Mutas of all time. 2 more Rexes are going to go down, but SSC right now, Ben, is only able to produce 2 Marines at a time.
Go down. 4 barracks. It's going to soon to be 6 barracks.
Yeah, but
how can he afford that? He has not been macroing, I suppose. As Lings are going to continue to catch units out in the center of the map, and the SCC finds himself in trouble once more. Spire nearing completion. There's going to be plenty of gas.
8, 9 Mutas. I guess he can throw down a couple of missile turrets, but he's wasting time. He's not doing it just yet.
He knows what's up. I think maybe he scanned and saw the Spire, because we do see him going full on into Marine production. He's getting his eBay upgrades. No turrets, though. And if he
I really
had
think he's
seen
gonna
his
need
fire-
some. Right now, Ben, he's still only able to produce 2 Marines at a time. He doesn't even have combat shield just yet. Soon it will be 4 Marines if one of those Rexes finishes up. Now he's actually gonna put the starport there. So he's still gonna wait until most of these add-ons finish up, I guess.
Man, the STC's macro is really in a weird place right now. He has so much money. And we are going to see add-ons on all of these barracks before he begins producing anything.
Throws on another command center as well. I guess you might as well, but Revival is still up. 30 army supply. How many windows do we have? Only 7, so it shouldn't be too bad, I guess.
I mean, you have to feel like he will be able to hit some sort of point of stability, but still there's not a single missile turret. And there's so many low-health SCVs. Look at the main base, man. Almost every SCV on red health. There's more of them on low health than the natural as well, so...
The only thing he has working for him is that he has 1-1 upgrades, but he wants to make those upgrades worth it. Small upgraded advantage, still nice. 17 banelings are out on the map. I feel, well, 9 more on the way. Revival is going to try to crash straight into this third base, Ben. He had vision of it all along. He dropped creep, did a fantastic job in delaying this a little longer. Of course, the STC was not too eager in taking it, but before the STC is really able to get like perhaps a little bit of a Sim City here or a bunker or some missile turrets, Revival is going to throw an overwhelming amount of Zerg at him.
I gotta say, this has been a cool game from Revival. The way that he sort of seamlessly transitioned from all-in to macro and back again.
STC's like, I did not...
Right now he's saying, damn it. As Banelings are going to find some pretty good connections. Marines being split as well as they can hope to be split, but the numbers of Zerg are far larger than the numbers of Terran and Zerglings and Mutas and Roaches and Banelings, and suddenly the STC is all out of stuff.
Revival looking pretty convincing, Ben. Sort of failing the Roach Bane all in, but still doing so much economic damage, or at least a reasonable amount, and buying a lot of time for himself. After that, defending successfully against those Marauders, and from that point on, I think you pointed out as well, I think the STC's macro was not as flawless as it could have been, because it's kind of strange when you're able to drop another command center and 6 Rexes, and you're also working up double eBay all at the same time. He could have had a lot more units. Would that have made the difference? He was